Now, this is your practice for writing task 1 general. Okay? This is a sample before we get to your homework. Read this for me, Angel, please.
You saw an advertisement for a tennis course in England, but you have 1 or 2 problems and can't stay in the whole course. Write a letter to the course director. In your letter, explain your interest in the course, describe your problems, find out if a refund is possible.
See, so you have to create a scenario with these details. Where did you see the advertisement?
It's on a tennis course in England.
Yeah, where did you see it? Because we're trying to create a story. It could be from Facebook, online. It could be from advertisement. Again, we're filling in the details here. It's not given, so you have to create a story. You have 1 or 2 problems. What could be your problems, Alvin? Say, for example, you're playing tennis, but you really want tennis. What could be your problem? 2.
Me?
Yes. So imagine 20 minutes only. You have to create your letter for 20 minutes only. And if you're reading this, most likely you only have 3 minutes to fill in these details. So for example, I could have a poor eyesight and I don't have a racket. So that could be your problem, right? So that's 2 problems already. Write a letter to the course director in your letter. So this will be a formal letter because you don't know that person that you're sending it to. Explain your interest in the course. Describe your problem or eyesight and you don't have a racket. Find out if refund is possible. So you have to create a scenario. Maybe because it's in England and you're from the UAE, diba, social, sa England pa talaga yung kuha ng tennis. You cannot stay long in the course, but you still wanted to do something while you're in there. So this is an actual sample of writing test, okay? Let's fill in the blank. This is a sample answer, a model answer. So we fill it with your interjections and prepositions. Dear sir or madam, I'm writing blank. What's your answer?
I'm writing
this letter in response
to your advertisement on your website. Blank.
Publish.
A preposition. About a tennis course in Bath, England. I have always wanted
to play
tennis. So I'm very excited. Blank.
In joining the course. However, I do not have my own rackets. So ito na yung problem niya. Rackets and don't wish blank to buy
rackets at this time. Is it possible
for me to
hire rackets and balls blank
for the duration of the
duration or during the during the duration? Yes, that's correct.
Of the course.
Blank
of the course.
Also, I have poor eyesight and have to wear glasses all the time. I would like to know if the course is suitable
to
someone like me.
Yes, to someone like me or for someone like me. That's all, both okay. Fine. I'm afraid that I have to be back
in
Malaysia
in 31st of December.
It's on 31st December.
So
I am unable to stay
in England
in England for the whole
For the
3
whole
weeks.
3 weeks.
Is it possible for me
For me,
to get a partial
refund.
refund
if I
if I
want
want
To
to
leave
leave
1
1
week
to
before the
leave
end
1 week
of the
before the
course.
end?
of the course.
I'm looking forward
To hearing from
to
you.
hearing from you. So this is a sample answer. Now,
Mm.
156 words. You only have 20 minutes to do this. Where did you write your answer to the homework?
Here in a
Paper?
blue notebook paper.
In a
Okay.
paper.
Let's hear the letter of Alvin first.
Okay. Dear manager, I'm writing this resignation to inform you that I will be resigning in my job as a sales assistant effective October 1, 2022 until October 31st, 2022, 1 month notice period. Throughout my 6 years in the position, I learned so many things and I enhanced my talents and knowledge. And I will gonna treasure these learnings into my future's career. I do understand that we don't have enough manpower in our organization, but I believe my coworkers can take my responsibility during this current situation because I'm working with them for such a long time and they was really professional. Since the beginning, professional since the beginning, I joined in the organization. The reason why I'm living in this organization is to continue my career in Canada. I've been praying for this application for a year, and thanks God, it's already granted. I know this journey will gonna be challenging, but I will bring the learning from our organization. I appreciate all the opportunity during the time. I hope we can stay in touch and going forward. Short and
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah, that's actually okay. How many words did you count?
I count it's more than 150.
Okay, good. Yes. Did you time yourself when you're writing it?
No,
It's
but
okay.
I think
It's okay. It's all right. Absolutely okay. Because again, this is just practice. But when we are trying to create a letter, we have to produce it in 20 minutes. So when it comes to formal letters, you start it with dear sir, dear madam, dear sir, or madam, because someone you don't know, people from the bank or company or airline. So this is the ideal beginning. You don't begin it with dear manager. You begin it with dear sir / madam, and you end it yours faithfully.
faithfully.
Semi-formal, that means someone you know, your landlord, your boss. So you begin with dear Mr. Smith, dear Miss, dear Mrs. What's the difference between Miss and Miss? Miss, M-I-S-S, and M-S. When you are certain that the person is single, without children, or yeah, I mean like a Miss Universe. In Miss Universe, before it's they want to make sure that it's single. I mean the candidate is single, so it's MISS. But if you're not sure, you put MS. But if you're certain that your boss is a Miss, then you put MISS. Dear Miss, and then last name, or dear Miss, then full name. You don't in letters, it's ideally that you put the Miss or Mr. last name. You don't put the name right away. So you will write the letter to me. Dear Mr. Joel, that's incorrect. It should be my last name. Dear Mr. Joel, Mr. Lara, or Mr. Joel Lara. Nagigets nyo? In this type of letters, mali na pangalan ang kasunod dito. Miss, Mr. Joel, ganon. It's incorrect. But it's being accepted. It's being accepted, but ideally, grammatically, that's the correct way of writing it. Mr. last name or Mr. full name. And then you end with sincerely. What if you're writing it to a friend? That means informal. Dear name, dear Joanna, dear John, best wishes or best regard. Let's hear your letter. Angel.
Joel, first, before we start,
Sure.
because I put the date to CC subject, this will be counted or not?
Like an email? No.
Okay.
It
So
should be
we
like
will
in the
start
letter
from
form.
dear.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Dear Dr. Fati, please be informed that I am resigning from my position as Human Resource Officer effective today, 21st October 2022. My last working day is on November 20, 2022. I know this is not an easy decision for me. I am going to Canada to pursue my dream in which I can see a better opportunities and for me to grow as well. I am willing to train and teach the person to be in my place. I will make sure to hand over everything for a smooth transition. In case 30 days is not enough to find a replacement, I will train my assistant very well. I worked with her for more than 6 years, and I can see her potentials, and I can see that she has the abilities to take over my place. I would like to thank Medical Park Consultants for the 7 years of experience. I have learned a lot over the years. I will miss everyone in the center. Please do not hesitate to contact me at, or I have put my email, in case you need any assistance. Thank you. Sincerely, my name.
Okay, yes. So that's a semi-formal because you know the recipient of the letter. Send me a copy of those email, please. I mean, those letters. Type it in the, yes, send
okay.
it. Oh, maybe you can just put it in the WhatsApp. But if you can send it in a Word file so I can put the corrections, that will be better. I'll send the email later. Now we will move to your essay. I think I don't have a problem with your letter. Your letters are I mean, good. We just have to practice doing it in 20 minutes. So you can do that in your time. You can prepare a letter in 20 minutes. Now let's move to your essay. In your essay, you will encounter this type of questions. This time, 40 minutes and 200 words minimum. Can you, oh wait, let me find a different sample here for your essay. Okay, cool. Read this for me, Alvin.
In today's job market, it's far more important to have practical skills than theoretical knowledge. In the future, job applicant may not need any formal qualification. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
Okay. In an essay, there are 3 major parts: opening, body, closing. In your opening, what are you gonna write there? You have to describe the main subject, or what are you talking about there. So in this topic, what is the main idea? Practical skills than theoretical knowledge. So that's your main idea. Do you agree or disagree, Alvin, that in the future job applicants may not need any formal qualifications? You don't need a bachelor degree anymore for you to have a good job. Maybe if you're a doctor, you just don't need a degree anymore. You can just be a surgeon.
So disagree.
Or I don't know, maybe if you're a mechanic, you don't need a qualification anymore. Agree, disagree?
I can say that it depends on the situation, because I believe that some people are learning by their experience, of course. Like as you said, as a mechanic, there's some good technician. They learn from their experience, and they already like go to like a good companies, like for example, like a brand of cars like Mercedes Benz. Yeah,
Practical knowledge, right?
Yes.
Imagine if you will go to a dentist, Angel, and then the doctor that will perform your extraction is someone is not an actual dentist, but he has experience, but no license. Would you trust your extraction?
No, never.
I just remember that there's a news in Philippines that there's a person doing that kind of operation, but she don't have a license.
Yes. So, theoretical and practical knowledge. So there are some activities, there are some profession that could be good for practical skills, right? But for theoretical knowledge, like a thorough understanding, like probably a doctor, a pilot, would you trust yourself if you are going to in the Philippines, you will go back for vacation and your pilot is someone who learns his pilotship from a computer game? But there's a practical, probably he won several competition in pilot, but online only. No formal qualifications. You'll be scared for your life. So this could be your topic. Tell me, yes, Angel?
For this kind of question, like, do you agree or disagree? We can answer both. Like, it depends, or
that's a good question. You would agree, you will describe why you agree, and you will describe why you disagree, and then at the end, meeting halfway in the conclusion.
Yes.
So you describe, to what extent do you agree? I agree that theoretical knowledge is needed when it comes to profession like this. I would disagree that in certain occupation or professionals and they don't have this formal qualifications, so that will be your discussion. Now, given that this is the question, let's see the sample answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 paragraphs. Actually, this is just a sentence. So 3 paragraphs. First paragraph. Let's try to dissect it. Angel, read it for me.
Practical skills are very important, and it could be argued that they are as important as academic qualifications when it comes to getting a job. Nevertheless, it is unlikely that academic qualifications will ever become unnecessary.
Okay, period. There are only 2 sentences there. Remember, this is the opening. Paragraph, opening, body closing, and this is the opening. What did it talk about? Practical and academic qualifications. So that is the main idea. You already put the main idea there. Nevertheless, that sentence, nevertheless, it is unlikely that academic qualification will ever become unnecessary. So that is your preview sentence. What is a preview sentence? Preview sentence leads you to the content of your body. Ibig sabihin, yung sentence na yun, that's like describing or what are you gonna talk about in your body. 2 sentences or 3 sentences in your opening. The last sentence in your opening should be a preview sentence of what are you gonna talk about with the succeeding content. Gets? Read the second question. I mean the second paragraph, which is the first paragraph of the body. Alvin.
There are certain manual jobs such as cleaning and laboring where formal qualifications are less important. Employers in this industry are more likely to employ people with a good working knowledge of the job and what it
Entails.
entails. How to pronounce this?
Entails.
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 Entails. However, even this job, it is important for people to have a minimum level educations, especially if they want to rise above the lowest working level. How can a person without good writing and mathematical skills balance a budget of managed staff?
Okay, so let's see the first 1, 2, 3 paragraphs of the body. It talks about practical skills. Those skills that doesn't need formal education. Cleaning, laboring, yeah. But it also talks about the importance of having a basic minimum level of education, right? Then the last sentence is asking, how can a person without good writing and mathematical skills balance a budget or manage staff? That's true, managerial position. How can such a person make different decision about which products to use or safely issues in the workplace? So this is a lead sentence again to this paragraph. Read, Angel,
Having said this, a student graduating from university with the highest level of qualifications but limited practical skills still has a great deal to learn. None of us would expect or want a doctor without many years of practical experience and training to perform an essential operation. Students from all disciplines need to understand that entering the job market with a degree in management, for example, does not automatically qualify them for a managerial role.
So this is talking about for those profession that has formal education, that needs a degree. So that is how we divide it. The body, the first paragraph, kind of talks about the practical knowledge. And then in the second half, it talks about the professional. Closing, Alvin.
Clearly, education is important in teaching the theoretical side of any profession. This theoretical knowledge forms an important basis for practical skills, which are also essential. In truth, neither one nor the other is dispensable when it comes to getting a good job.
See, it is meeting between like meeting halfway. So pareho silang importante. Like theoretical and practical knowledge. Hindi siya nag-completely disagree, pero sinabi niya yung mga points niya. Meeting halfway siya. Like so that's how ideally what we're gonna do. So your homework is an essay. There is this link. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
I will give you this link because this will help you to find more samples. Look at this. So at the home of this website, there are so many samples. Like for writing, essay, general, task 2, or writing task 2. So these are your topics. Okay, Angel, choose a topic. Remote work, marriage, art, marriage, social media. Would you like to talk about marriage?
Okay.
So this is your homework.
Pollution, homelessness.
So the question is, read, Angel.
Some people feel that the legal age at which people can marry should be at least 21. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
Parang madali.
So this is your question. You have to
My
create. I will help you how to outline. Okay, write down there. Opening. In opening, describe marriage. Talk about marriage there. Give a supporting detail about the marriage in your country. No. That's already in the body. Describe marriage and then talk about the legal age in the Philippines. And then another sentence that leads you to the body. So 3 sentences ang body, ang opening, sorry. 3 sentences ang opening. Now, body, 2 paragraphs. Talk about being agreeing. So first paragraph of the body, being agreeing on the topic. Why do you agree that it should be 21? And then on the second paragraph for the body, talk about being disagreeing. Why would you agree that should be 21? I would agree because there would be more financial stability for both the couple. They would be prepared financially, not just financially, most probably mentally and physically. So that's when you agree, because when a couple already have a source of income that will both help them to raise children. Now, how would you disagree on the part of the paragraph? You would disagree because somehow you cannot dictate who to love, who yes, or who your heart is dedicated to. We don't know that. You can talk about disagreeing because what if a person like have a troubled family and the 18 is the legal age back in the Philippines, so they want to have their own family already. What if in school they explored and became pregnant? So 18 should be at least the legal age to get married. Yeah. And then at the last part for the closing, you can say meet halfway, or because this is like an actual like this is a law in the Philippines. 18 years old to 21, 20, yeah, right, 21, 18 to 21, you would still need a parent's consent. Is that correct? 21 and above, you can decide.
Yeah.
I'm not married yet, so please confirm. Is that correct, Alvin?
Sorry. Yes daw. Oh.
Is that correct, Alvin?
Yeah. 21 above.
Yes. How old are you when you get married, Alvin?
19.
Ooh. So that did still apply. So you can relate to me. When you were 19, do you think you were prepared mentally?
No.
Yes. So you can talk about that experience here. And Angel can probably relate with the stories of Alvin.
So I'm the subject.
All right. So that will be the content of your essay. So that will be your homework. Next meeting, we will be talking about listening. We will practice listening.
Yes.
A little bit of speaking and listening, and then we will check your essay.
Okay.
Questions?
Sure. For me, no.
No, I don't have a question.